Naughty, naughty, very naughty.
Right, this is a challenge now because there's nowhere to filter. Maybe on the inside? No, we'll go here. Bicycles, pedestrians, they're just everywhere. So we will take our time because this lane, these two lanes merged into one here. And all that bicycle has put himself between two vans. I'm not prepared to do the same thing. I'll let this Honda do what it needs to do, and then I'll slip down the right hand side. Hopefully no more pedestrians running across here. We can get to the bikes. We'll get in front of this car. Although that was an illegal move, I am not permitted to pass the leading vehicle at a pedestrian crossing where zigzag lines are present. Just pointing it out there. I'm no saint. And I'm not teaching people or advising people to do as I do. I will point out when the things that I do are incorrect. Again here, if I was to pass this van, it would be the leading vehicle. And that would be an illegal move. Just like crossing the white line would be an illegal move. We're not doing that. But there are differences between should nots and must nots. So if you see a must not in the highway code, it is enforceable by law. If you see a must not in the highway code, I just said that, enforceable by law. If you see a should not in the highway code, see, I should really have gone round the right hand side here, but I'll go up through the middle, it's fine. We can't go any further than this anyway. If you see a should not in the highway code, that is pretty much not enforceable by law. But if you have issues while not partaking in a should not, and the insurance company are involved, let's say, because you've had an accident, then you will be in a position where the insurance company are liable to go against you, or likely to go against you, because the insurance company says it's clearly stated in the highway code that you should not be doing that, even though you won't get any points for it, even though you won't get prosecuted for it. Unless, of course, you are breaking another law and you are deemed to be dangerously driving or breaking the law in some other way, which is an offensible act, and you will get prosecuted. Guys, just ride safe, right? And unfortunately, not always, and most of the time not. But unfortunately, look at this guy's back tyre sticking out of that lights. Ooh, that would have been a close one. Riding safe usually means you need to follow the highway code. Yeah, but not always. Sometimes following the highway code is not considered, in certain situations, being safe. So it is advisable to follow the highway code at all times. But the highest priority for me is keeping yourself safe. I just want to kick these cycles that do that. Oh, they are just so damn annoying. Usually renter bikes, I see the nose of that peeking out. A few police cars around this evening. Not seen any around this time of day for a while. But there's a few around now. Taxi pulling out on the left hand side, we've got to keep an eye out for. It's a new taxi, newish taxi, 2 years old, maybe 3 years old now actually. I think the 27 plates are starting to appear. Now this bus is going to have to get over to the right hand side because his bus lane is blocked. Now we shouldn't have to tell him to put his indicator on. And we are going to go round this way because we can still fit in this bus lane. No feet were put down in the making of this video so far anyway, apart from stationary at traffic lights. We're going to quickly get past this cycle. We're going to get ourselves back into this lane. I was going to use my horn there, but the traffic lights changed, so it wouldn't be appropriate for me to do so, would it? Yep, so we have the Oh, look, he's got a shit stain on the back of his pants. He must have had a couple of close encounters. Okay, 20 mile an hour is the limit, and there's the speed camera here. It's so easy on a motorbike just to do one little blip and you're doing 20-30 miles an hour. You got to be careful. Hey, Mr. Poopy Pants, how we doing? Maybe, does he know that he's got a poop stain on the back of his pants? Maybe he's seen too many close encounters, I think, the way he's riding. I would say that's probably apparent. Got a feeling this BMW wants to get over to the right hand side. We shall see in a minute. It's not got his indicator on. That's turned it on now, which is a bit naughty because he had a lot of bikes up the inside of him, and it doesn't look like he's waiting for them to pass either. Another speed camera coming up here. Fire safety vehicle on the right hand side. Temperature is around about 11 degrees. It is 5:45-ish. 5:45 on a Monday night. It is exactly 5:43. Mercedes turning right. Bicycle coming out from the left. Bus. People could be passing behind or in front of the bus. Pedestrians. Learner driver coming out on the left. Got to be careful. Red light here. We are in our own lane, so it doesn't matter if we pass this vehicle because we're not filtering past it. We are in our own lane, so that cannot be held against you legally. It's only when you are filtering past the vehicle or overtaking past the vehicle, the leading vehicle that is, on a zigzag. Guy has pulled out on the right hand side. There is more room behind than in front. I've got to make sure this BMW driver sees me. Yes, she does now. I had to slow right down because she wasn't looking, and we are going to turn right, so we want to get into a gap here. That's an ideal gap to get into. Thanks, mate. I'm going to say thank you because I don't want him getting pissed off and smashing me in the arse. And now we are going to the Limehouse link. Little bit of a burst under the tunnel. We will get into the left hand lane because it's good to do so. Red light is amber, so it's not a red light, it's an amber light, so we will take that opportunity. This guy's cut across my lane, so I will give him room. This guy's slowing down. He knows there's a camera. He's being safe. I am going to open my visor if I feel it's too dark because it's a tinted visor, but I can clearly see everything in here. The tunnel is well lit, so there's no need to do so. The risk of opening your visor is the debris in your eyes or the wind in your eyes, so I'd rather have it closed, but if it's not safe to do so, I will have to open the visor. That's one of the dangers of wearing a tinted visor. On the right hand side I see a car behind me. It's holding back. These cars are going extremely slow here. I'm going to move through this gap because I can. Not legally, maybe not if I'm going over the speed limit. Another speed camera just here somewhere. We're making sure we're under 30 for this, which we are. The way ahead is clear at the moment. We've got one Mercedes on that side. There's no one behind me, no one in the right hand lane. I will move over. And we have another speed camera up here on the exit of the tunnel. One at the start, one in the middle, one at the end, and that works both ways as well. So the tunnel going westbound also has the same cameras, start, middle, end. It's a 30 mile an hour tunnel, so we should be doing 30 mile an hour. I don't see the point in filtering here because we are going past the speed camera. Now I think the speed limit goes up to 40, maybe 50, it's 40 mile an hour. So the traffic is not congested at the moment, so not much point in filtering, but they're braking down to 30, so I will take this opportunity to glide through a couple of vehicles. I do think the Vauxhall has seen me, and he's hanging back as well. I'll give him the leg just to say thank you. And I'm also going to push through this little gap here. Speed camera up there on the left hand side, but we are good. We are doing 35 now. We could quite easily take this, but I don't know why this truck is braking, and it also seems to be veering over to the right. This guy's seen me, which is great. I'll give him the leg. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I will move myself into this position. Yes, undertaking by law, maybe. I'm doing well under the speed limit, and so are these cars. So is that really undertaking? Or is that still considered filtering? That's probably undertaking because there's no other cars in front. Don't know really. It's a tough one by law. I guess you just need to read the highway code and make your own decision up. But I think personally, if we're doing under the speed limit, it's hard to say that it's undertaking, because there is a clear rule that says in congested traffic. Now, if that means where vehicles are travelling less than the speed limit, you are permitted, if your lane is moving faster, to undertake. However, what is congested traffic? Where's the definition of that? Is there a speed associated to that? Probably not. This is why the highway code is very vague in some areas. I'm indicating to move over because I think this Merc also wants to move into this lane. We shall see now. Nope, he doesn't. He's staying where he is. And I'm going to move to the left-hand middle lane here because I cannot filter in a single lane. Even though I'm probably not going to filter here because we are still doing the speed limit, I am going to move to the left because it gives me a bigger safety bubble and it gives me a bigger escape route. And I'm undertaking these vehicles at the speed limit. So again, am I breaking the law here? I guess it's up to you to decide. If you're doing under the speed limit, one lane is moving slower. I'm not really sure how that could be considered breaking the law on a motorbike, especially when there is a manoeuvring rule in the highway code. There's no filtering rule in the highway code. There's a manoeuvring rule. This guy obviously wants to get over, so I'm going to get out of his way. I don't want to be in that position where he's now doing it to me behind me. He's going to go on the left hand side. I'm pretty sure he's got no intention of turning left here. That's a left hand turning only. Let's see if he goes back into the right hand lane. I need to move over to the right, and I will do this in front of this Range Rover. I am checking my wing mirror first of all to make sure there's no one there. Then I'm looking, I'm filtering, and here. Guessing that car is going to move to the right now, because if it wanted to go left, it would have been in that lane a long time ago. These cars are braking. Volvo seems a bit over. Does it want to move over? I don't know. Nowhere for it to go, so I can go through the gap. Gap on the right hand side. Prius doesn't want to go there. These cars are getting a little bit close together, and as we slow down, gaps appear and people start making decisions. Does the EQ want to move over? Does the Mercedes want to move over? Cheers. She had that cigarette so far out the window it was tempting just to take it off of her. Oh, I quit though. I quit 11 years ago. You may not think so because of my smoker's cough that I have, or my smoker's laugh, but it was 11 years ago. October 2025 is when I quit. This guy is moving over. We saw that. He was clearly indicating, so it was never a threat, never an issue. Gap on the left-hand side is the Tesla thinking about it. We've gone past that now, so we don't have to worry. Gap on the right-hand side and left-hand side appearing. This is where we worry a little bit, and we don't go as fast as some of the other bikes that go through here, because these gaps appear very quickly and people make decisions very quickly. There is going to be another motorcycle coming up my rear at some point. That sounds so dodgy. So at some point I will move over, because he's obviously going to be filtering a lot quicker than me. I'm going to move over now and just let him in. I'll give him the leg to tell him that I've seen him, and then we pull back out again. Always ride your own ride and filter at your own speed. Do not be pressured to go faster than you feel comfortable. Always keep a lookout all the way around you. Fisherman's vision is something I talk about, but the actual definition of fisherman's vision is where you cast your rod out and you're fixated on that float. When I refer to fisherman's vision, I'm talking about looking, not getting fixated, and bringing yourself back constantly. That guy can't move anywhere. It's parallel to another vehicle. On the right hand side, people could move to that gap on the left, so I'm careful here. Yeah, so when I'm talking about fisherman's vision, I'm talking about casting your rod out or casting your vision out. But then I'm talking about coming back, zigzagging back to where you are, to make sure that you have everything around you in your peripheral vision, including looking at your wing mirrors when you're doing that as well. So you know what's behind you at all times. You know when there's another motorcycle coming up, because they come up quick. I mean, you're a car driver, you know. 1 minute there's no one there, next thing there's a motorcycle there. So you've got to make sure you're aware well far back that there is a bike coming up, especially if you're on a bike, because if you move over, let's just say you do this to give Big White, he might think you're moving over, and he'll take that opportunity to go back through that middle, and then you've got yourself in a problem because he's now going where you didn't know he was there. So does that make sense? He's gone without you, he's carried on going thinking you've moved over. You had no intention of moving over, you were just swerving around a car, you didn't know he was behind you. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying, right? I know words are not my best ability and sentences. I'm not saying I'm stupid, it's just sometimes I can't speak what I'm thinking quick enough. See, did you see that on the phone? Are you on the phone? She's got a bloody mobile phone inside her hijab. A mobile phone inside her hijab, so no one can see it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. And you see what she did though? She almost knocked this poor guy off. It's almost like she intentionally moved out to block him. But she wasn't doing that. She was just distracted because she was on the phone. Hey, we're not the phone police. Oh, you let me go? Okay, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. X5 may want to move over. This car may want to move over. Oh, everyone's moving over. It's like we're parting the sea. I'm going to slow down a little bit because we're starting to come to a slow creep. And this is usually where people make decisions about moving over. There is a moped behind me. I will move over in a minute when it's safe to do so. I don't want to slow down too much before I move over, because I know he's eager. He's right up my arse, this guy. I can't move over yet. It's not safe for me to do so. I will move over in a minute, but I'm not going to be forced or pressured to go faster than I want to go. That's not a spot I can move into. This is a spot right now that I can move into. Go on then, mate, since you want to go so damn fast. Hopefully he can brake and he can avoid a conflict or an accident at that speed. But for me, it's too fast. But I did not appreciate him being so close to me either. That's one thing I do ask. If you are a biker and you are faster than the guy in front, he knows you're there, just give him a little bit of room. Try not to push him, because if you're pushing him outside his comfort zone or her comfort zone, unfortunately that's when mistakes happen. And that's when people, one of our own, if we're going to be stereotypical, one of our comrades gets fallen. And we don't want that. We don't want to wish that on anyone. I wish everyone an accident-free and safe journey, no matter what you're driving or riding, even the push bikes.